Hi babe, I'm Steph. I'm one of your studio Tone It Up trainers, and I'm so excited to welcome you to my brand new recovery vlog. Woo! This vlog was totally inspired by you strong and determined girls that are ready to take your fitness to the next level with the Studio Tone It Up app. Every single month we'll cover a brand new topic that pertains to what you're going through in terms of your Studio Tone It Up app workouts or training for a race, getting ready for anything. The most important thing I want to share with you girls in the Tone It Up community is that incorporating recovery methods into your daily practice pre or post workout is going to change your life. It's going to change your performance, and it's going to change your attitude going into each and every workout. This week is all about foam rolling. I've got my Tone It Up foam roller here. I love this version because it's so itty bitty yet effective and portable. I can fly with this, I can throw it in my backpack and take it to the gym with me or virtually anywhere. So love this version. I picked it up at Target. Highly recommended. Foam rolling. We can also call this myofascial release or trigger point therapy, or my favorite, self-massage. When we become tight and stressed, there tend to be these little knots that form, these muscle adhesions, and what the foam roller does, like you're rolling out some pizza dough, you are taking out all the little bumps and rough points beneath the skin. Our main benefits from foam rolling are increased mobility, decreased tension, increased hydration to the muscle, increased circulation, increased performance. Everything is increased. Holy moly! It also allows you to flush out the lactic acid that may have built up within your muscle. And probably the most important thing of all is that it can lessen your chance of injury. I love to roll out before a workout and also after as recovery. Let's relieve some tension. Join me. All right, grab your foam roller. We're gonna start from bottom to top, working every major muscle group. So I'm gonna start with my calves. Rule of thumb here, I'm gonna roll up and down the muscle belly about 10 times. I'm gonna take my time. No need to rush through this. It's a big mistake many of us make. I wanna really feel out if there are any muscle adhesions or knots throughout the way. And switch sides. And again, we'll spend about 2 minutes on each muscle group, and that's totally up to you. You might only need 1 minute. You may need a little bit longer in those groups that you work more intensely. So I found one knot here in my, kind of down by my Achilles tendon, and I'm gonna stay here for about 20 to 30 seconds. That's how long it takes for the muscle to actually relax. And my calf responded pretty quickly. Notice I'm crossing my legs to add a little more pressure onto the foam roller and really dig in. All right, and once I stay there, I continue rolling. Make sure that it feels smooth before moving on to the next muscle group. Flipping over, I'm even gonna roll out my shins here. Sometimes the top of the shin gets a little tense. I'm just gonna press in, roll back and forward. You can always lessen the tension by dropping one leg and rolling one shin at a time. I want to target that muscle that runs next to the bone. Feels good. Switch it up. Important to note that if you find a knot that isn't really going away within that 20 to 30 seconds, you can take up to 90 seconds to really work into it. As long as it's not too painful. All right, that one feels really good. Next muscle group is gonna be your hamstrings. So nice big muscle group. I'm gonna take the foam roller, I'm gonna center it on my hamstring, roll back and forth. Whew. This is a nice big area that holds a lot of force in just about every movement we do. If you think about all the booty workouts we do at Studio Tone It Up, the HIIT workouts, even burpees, recruit your hamstrings in a very major way. And mine are feeling pretty good, so I'm gonna move on to the next side. You never quite know how tense you're gonna be until you bring out the foam roller and it exposes everything. And I'm gonna need to put a little more force on this side, so I'm gonna cross my legs just like I did with my calves. And notice I have a flat back. I'm engaging my core, keeping really good posture here. All right, feeling good. Next muscle group, I'll flip on over. My quads, the front of my leg. Lower on down. And I'm balancing on one toe really as I roll out my opposite leg. And here, if you need to go what I like to call against the muscle gradient, so moving horizontally over the foam roller, this is a really great way to be a detective and find those knots. Woo, got one right here. Whew. And generally, if I'm using a pain scale from 1 to 10, I do not want to push past 7 because I won't find that true muscle relaxation within the 20 to 30 seconds. Whew. You can really feel the muscles start to release. And roll up and down a couple more times. Switch it up. Flipping onto my side. This is one that all of us need. I don't know a single person who doesn't feel tension in their IT band. So this is the long fibrous tendon that runs from your hip to your knee. And it's where the glute muscle and the hamstrings coincide. So you know it's a place that is working and turned on most of the time. Whew. And switch sides. Time to roll out the glutes. After all that booty work, you know what's up. And the way I like to do this is by crossing one ankle over my knee, and I'm gonna keep a flexed foot to protect my knee. So kind of a figure 4 stretch while I'm rolling up and down on my glute. The glute is a major cross-sectional bed of muscle fibers. We recruit our glutes in basically every movement. Notice I'm turning onto my side a little bit. This is the 2-for-1 glute and hip rollout area. And I'm gonna move on to the other side. Notice that your right and left sides may feel a little different. And just take that to heart. Moving on up the body, I'm going to skip rolling out my lumbar spine, so my lower back, because there's already a natural curve running here and a lack of structural support. So notice my ribs support my thoracic spine, my upper back, but there's nothing here to really take all of the pressure off my lower back. So we're gonna avoid injury and work our way up to the thoracic spine, upper back. This is gonna feel really good. Get ready for it. So I'm gonna get in sunbathing position, tee my arms out wide as if I were to do a crunch. I'm gonna support my body by lifting my glutes and engaging my core, and wow, is this sore? Oh my goodness. you. Drivers in traffic, girls that are texting all day, oh yeah. So this is definitely one I would spend more time with. Gonna lower down safely on my booty, press myself up. If your lower back is really tense and feels tight and you want to find some sort of relief, I would recommend focusing more on your glutes and spending more time on your hamstrings, as well as your hip flexors. So in this case, I'll put the foam roller at my hip, right beneath my hip bone. You'll find a little groove there, and sit right here, rolling back and forth against the muscle gradient. And yes, so if you're having lower back pain, chances are your hips, glutes, and hamstrings are unbelievably tight. This is where we need to be a detective of our own body and find the root cause of all the problems and work on that. Oh, that's nice. Switch sides. This is a great place to play around. Sometimes bending and flexing the knee can actually move the muscle over the roller as well. Next muscle is your lat. Latissimus dorsi. Move my water bottle. Ooh, good point. You should be hydrating throughout the day, and especially if you are rolling out, getting any sort of massage. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Lower down and find that groove that is under my shoulder and next to my armpit. And I like to roll my shoulders back here so I can really feel, oh my goodness. Woo! I don't even know if I'll be rolling back and forth so much on this muscle, as I will just be staying here and moving against the muscle gradient on this knot that I didn't even know existed. All right. Breathing into it and switch sides. And that is your foam rolling session. Thank you so much for joining me on my very first recovery vlog. I hope you learned something new and exciting you can incorporate into your workouts this week. I hope you find length and strength in those beautiful muscles. And comment below. I want to know how you like foam rolling, whether you're using it before or after your workouts and how many times a week. Also comment and let me know any recovery method or topic that you're interested in learning more about. We'll see you next time. Love you, girls. Do you feel sore? Do you feel tense in muscles in which you have overworked? Or maybe muscles in which you haven't worked at all, but you have been sitting in the car for 5 hours in LA traffic and your bum is a little bit tight. What to do? I blanked right then and I don't know anything. Foam rolling can be What do I want to say? What do I want to say? You are officially wild and free and loose as a goose. My goose is totally loose.